important to understand here that change happens in our lives from within, and then you start to see it in the outer world. It's not the other way around. Too many people strive to change things in their outer world and spend so much energy doing it, when actually, when you start within and you change your perspective, when you change, what's going on within you, the magic really does happen in your outer world. And this section really kind of gives you a number of other tools as well to help you with that. Things like metaphysical cord cutting, for example, decluttering your life. These are all different things that you can use to help you in the journey to your true self.
I just love this. We have given our listeners an overview of the book. I would like to give them the opportunity to hear some of the book. Would you share a small part of it with us?
Yeah, I'd love to. This is actually from the beginning of the book, but it kind of summarizes for me kind of the book in itself. So I'm gonna start from now. Following the path of this awakening brings you closer to your true self, helps you to get rid of any false, unworthy ideas about yourself, and allows you to walk onto the path of your greatest potential, one that you may not yet be aware of. Your inner magic is the light of your true being, the source of your own truth, the everything you could ever hope to or dream to be. It is the energy of your divine being that is always there for you every minute of every day of your life, even in the darkest times.
Perfect choice to share with our listeners. I know that they have been listening to you and listening to us talk, and I'm sure that they're saying to themselves, okay, where can I find the book? So let me tell them. Go to Amazon. Very simply, if you've never done that, simply put Amazon in your browser, click, and it'll bring you right to the home page. You'll see a big search box that's right there. It's sort of a light gray, and it's a long, kind of a rectangle. Here's the name of the book, and let me spell Dr. Pickston's last name for you. The title of the book is Awaken and Journey to Your True Self by Dr. Merlin, MERLIN, Pickston, PICKSTON. Put that in your search feature, click on it. The book will come right up with its lovely cover, and you'll see on the right-hand side the two words, look inside. Now, if you've never done this before, click on those two words. Magic happens when you click on those two words. The book will open, and you will be able to read an excerpt from the book. You can also purchase it right there on the Amazon website. And I know, Dr. Pickston, that some people would prefer not to purchase from Amazon. They would like to purchase from somebody who is a little smaller or a little bit less known. Are there some other places that the book is available?
Yes, in North America, it's available on Barnes & Noble, so barnesandnoble.com. In the UK, it's available on waterstones.com, which is a UK bookseller. So those are two other alternatives.
Perfect. Now, you mentioned your website earlier, and you mentioned that it was under construction. What else will be on that website when our listeners go there and find it? And let's give them that address so that when it's completed, they'll be able to find you.
Yeah, absolutely. So the address is www.merlinpickston.com. So it's just my name.com.
It's easy to find. That's great.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned that there will be an example of the meditations and that there will be some meditations that our listeners could purchase. What else will they find there on the website?
So what else they're going to find is ways in which that they can work with me in a deeper way. So I'm going to have a number of ways in which people can connect with me and work with me, whether that be on a one-to-one basis or in some group programs which are going to be launching later on this year. So I guess my focus here is about understanding that, I kind of just want to help people. And this was the whole purpose of the book and the way that I kind of work with people. And it's important to understand that whenever you connect with me, it's always on a very deep kind of heart level. And so the clients that I work with are always joyful and happy, and it's always very a really beautiful time that we spend together. So you'll be able to kind of find information about me and about how you can work with me on the website. And there are some other programs that I also run, which are also going to be available on there. The one meditation you can download for free, and then the other 5 are then are going to be available for purchase as well.
Now, you're also on Facebook and Instagram. How may I find you on Facebook and Instagram?
So if you actually search on Facebook for the title of the book, so Awaken and Journey to Your True Self, the page should then come up. And the title of the page is linked to the kind of my school, which is the Phoenix School of Ascension. And so that's how you could either use both titles, either the title of the book or Phoenix School of Ascension, to actually search for me on either Instagram or on Facebook.
Perfect. This has just been wonderful. I have enjoyed our conversation so much, and you've given our listeners so much to think about. When they pick up a copy of Awaken and Journey to Your True Self and they sit down, this is not a book that you'll just in one sitting begin to read and read till the end. This is a book that you'll begin to read and you'll think about it, and then you'll read some more, and then you'll think about it, because there are applications along the way that you'll want to make in a personal way. But when our listeners become readers and they picked up the book and they've gone through and they're coming to the end and they finish the book, what do you, as the author of this work, want that reader to take away when they finish the book?
The core message is that they have control of their own lives. So they have the power within them to be able to make all of the changes that they want to make to be able to create a beautiful, happy, joyful life. That they have the power to do it within them, and that the book is there to provide them with the tools to help them to do that.
Dr. Pickston, this has just been a delightful, informative, and thoroughly enjoyable time that I've gotten to spend with you today. Thank you so much for being my guest on Books on Air.
Thank you for having me. It's been wonderful.
Now remember, you can find Awaken and Journey to Your True Self by Dr. Merlin, Merlin, Pickston, Pickston, on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. You've been listening to the Books on Air podcast, brought to you on webtalkradio.net. You can also hear this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Stitcher. I'm Suzanne Harris, and I so hope that you'll join me for our next Books on Air podcast, because remember, you never know who's going to be here, and you never know what we're going to talk about. Thank you so very much for listening.